Yes, that's me. When I was a child, it was difficult to get me out of the water. Mar Menor was for me a paradise where I spent most of my summers when I was a kid.
Mar Menor is a coastal lagoon granted with several degrees of ecological protection.
This lagoon became famous in 2016 when it was transformed into a green soup. It was breaking news in all the Spanish and foreign newspapers. This event was the top symptom of something that the scientists were indicating decades ago, that this sea was suffering from eutrophication. One of the results of its ecological disequilibrium was the uncontrolled proliferation of invasive algae in the sandy bottom and in the surface. With the heavy storms, they get accumulated in the seashores and they stinks, they produce slime and sludge that degrade even more the sea. The regional administration, with the help of the European Union, financed an emergency plan to collect all the algae clump. Tons of algae are still being removed and brought to dumping station where the algae get accumulated with no added value until we develop the Algarikon research project. The project results demonstrated that the algae clump could be valorized following a sequential method to obtain useful product until its complete utilization, reaching almost circular economy. And that's why we created the startup Algarikon Mar Menor. The first designed product was a novel substrate containing algae clump that increased up to 25% the mushroom yield. This formula was submitted to patent. The technology is now in a TRL6 and it is the first one that the startups wants to implement, while continuing with further research studies to increase the readiness level of the other discovered applications. We are in a pre-seed or in an early stage, so we are looking for investors, for grants, for any type of funding to transfer the developed technology to society for a green transition. This year, we want to carry out an industrial scale mushroom cultivation, but first we need heavy equipment to process large amount of algae clump. After this final experiment, the generated spent mushroom compost will be used as a source of food additives, of biofertilizers and biogas to continue the valorization process that was designed.